One of the reasons I was so scared to like do it was for the longest time. I don't even know if I should say this story. Fuck it, we're here. I should just say it.
Oh, people been asking. People been asking for another episode with Jeff. I feel a little bad because Jeff's like, yo, why did my episode do so whatever in the views? And I was trying to tell him it's because it was the first episode, and you know what I mean? Always the first thing you try out isn't going to really come out crazy. But luckily, me and Jeff got a million fucking stories to talk about. Ain't that right?
That's right. I guess, I don't know, I was just the guinea pig for the whole podcast thing. It seemed to blow up after my episode, so it's good for you.
Yeah, nigga, I got paid like $5 billion and shit after that. But anyways, no, I'm just kidding.
I was like, I better get a cut.
Fuck yeah. That being said, welcome to the Beautiful Day Podcast 111. We got some topics. I got some questions for him. And like I said, when I bring people back on to the podcast, it's mainly homies or people that I really fuck with that...
I'm your homie?
Not really. That we have conversations with.
So I'm just a person you have a conversation with?
Yeah, I'm just using you. And
nice. I'm an enemy.
type shit. And then we got so much to talk about because we've been through a lot together. So he has questions for me too. And we just going to speak on that. That being fucking said, why... my bad, I had to text. It was like a crazy looking text. Okay. I came across this. I think I saw it on your story. How do you feel about Chris Roberts fucking up your name on a 9 Club that fucking bad? My fault, 111 family. We're going to get right back to the video. I just want to speak to you guys for a quick second. We have a lot of good topics on this video. It's always a good time with Jeff. That being said, though, these podcasts are going crazy right now. I just want to thank you guys so much for tuning in and always being excited and leaving, love in the comments and liking and sharing the video. You guys are really enjoying these, and it's like motivating me to do more. And I'm grateful for the guests that are popping up, and I'm just grateful that we created a platform to really like bring truth and not sugarcoat anything when it comes to the skate industry, because as we've been saying in these episodes, that I just feel like there isn't a real platform for people to really speak on the actual bullshit that goes on in the skate industry, or just to be free whatever the fuck they want to talk about. But that being said, I had some of you guys comment about doing the donations again, because I used to do that in the Drunk Gamers case where you guys would donate and you guys would type any type of comments in those donations, and I'll read those at the end of the video. And I'm bringing those back for the podcast. So if you guys want to, donate and support the whole movement that we're doing, I'm going to have my Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, all right here. And at the end of the next videos, I will be shouting out whatever you guys say in those donations, and we're going to use that money to go back towards the podcast, whether if that's getting more mics so we can have more people at the same time instead of just like me and one other person, more cameras, etc., different locations, and stuff like that. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you, 111 family. And it doesn't have to be a certain amount, you feel me? Just whatever. It could be a cent. I do not care. I'll be reading those donations at the end of each video. Thank you, 111. Love you guys.
Well, man, there's a few things that ran through my head when I saw that. Number one, my name has been mentioned on that show previously numerous times. My whole name, I have heard it, and
me too.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
What did you say?
I said, me too, I've heard it.
Oh, okay. I thought you said, okay, never mind. I thought you were talking shit.
What you thought I said?
I thought you said you're too awkward.
I mean, it's true. Go ahead.
All right, whatever. Anyway, I've been mentioned on that show before. I know Chris Roberts damn well knows my name. I understand I have a difficult name to pronounce. Not many people can get it right first try unless I say it, but he has definitely heard my name, and I feel like he was just saying that to be funny or whatever. So yeah, I think it was a little disrespectful, whether or not he meant to do it in that way or not. I still felt a little disrespected. So yeah, whatever.
Jeff Dechesare.
I mean, we can play the clip. We can play the clip. I don't even remember what he said, but it was nowhere near what my name looks or sounds like.
Jeff Dechesare. I don't know.
Jeff Dechesare. Jeff one song.
Jeff Dechesare.
That's just hilarious.
Like, I mean, if you have a brain, you can look at my name and get a pretty close attempt to what it sounds like. But that shit, he just said a completely different word. That was nothing like my name. It was like, he said like, like basically said that.
Man, I mean, we be having fun on these podcasts too. I know they be saying that and shit. I think they need to put you in a motherfucking 9 Club, man. I don't know why the fuck y'all haven't invited Jeff to the 9 Club, dog.
I mean,
I've been seeing the comments. People want him in the 9 Club.
I would love to go on. I have so many stories outside of the ones even on here. I would love to portray to their community and viewers that, you know, like a lot of people don't, outside of the people that I'm close to, a lot of people don't know much about me. Like people have an idea of what they think they know about me, but it's for the most part pretty wrong and pretty off, pretty inaccurate. Mm-hmm. So I'd love to like get a chance to probably clear some shit up on that show. And yeah, I don't know, man. I know every single person involved in that show. I've met, except maybe Jerron. I don't think I've ever met him, but I know Kelly, like met Chris before. I know Roger. I know the guy who films the damn 9 Club, Film My Bangin'. Like I don't know. At this point, it's like I just don't think they're gonna put me on. They would have asked me by now. They have the same damn guests, like recurring guests every couple weeks. It's like they're running out of people. They know I exist. My name comes up on the show. They would have asked me by now. So I don't know what I have to do. I'm a fucking like inward heel El Toro or some shit.
Why do you think
I don't know.
I agree with you, but why do you, if it's true, why do you think? You know what? We're not even gonna ask that question. We just gonna say this: if y'all come across this video, put my nigga on the 9 Club. It'll be a good episode.
You'll get a lot of views for sure. Whether
it just flops, it flops like the one we did.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know. Honestly, I don't even know how it would do because it's so random. You can never like gauge like what's gonna, you know what I mean? There's some videos out there you think are gonna do great, but they flop, and then videos you think are like stupid and they do amazing.
There'd be videos that you work your ass off.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, nobody give a fuck. It seems like, or the algorithm don't push it.
Yeah.
But that being said, I want to speak about something because I remember a story. But I gotta ask you this because maybe you do now. Do you smoke weed?
Well, to answer it simply, not really. But like I have a lot of friends who smoke. I have nothing. There's nothing wrong with smoking weed. I'm not against it or anything. It's not for me. I don't see any need in doing it.
Why is it not for you? You don't like the way it feels?
It just
you don't like getting high?
Well, number one, I can't really skate well high, and I don't feel comfortable doing it. Like I feel very off balance, and it fucks with my head, and I don't like. And for the most part, I'm skating all the time. So it's like, if I'm going to smoke weed, it's probably like at the end of the day after I'm done skating or some shit. And even at that, it's like, I'm a super frugal person with my money. Like I don't spend money on anything unless I
know. I told this nigga. I was like, we have my crib right now doing a podcast and shit. And I wasn't able to run to the store or whatever. And I was like, hey, bring some drink. This motherfucker go pull up with one White Claw, one of them. Like, we supposed to split this? And it turned out to be my White Claw that I left at his fucking house.
I think. Because I don't buy White Claws, and he's the only person I'm associated with that drinks them, so probably.
Yeah, you fucking cheapskate. But but why are you so frugal? Fruity with being out here.
With money, because I live in California and I don't have the money to spend on fun things, basically.
That's kind of an obvious answer.
So weed doesn't do much for me, and if I don't need it, there's no need for me to spend money on it. So if one of my homies who smokes weed offers it to me, offers me to hit it, yeah, I'll take a hit. But I don't consistently smoke it every day. I don't go to the dispensary and buy weed. I don't do all that. Yeah, it's okay. I'm not against it, but it's just not for me really.
No, I feel that 100%. Be smoking weed too. I don't get it. I don't feel what y'all fucking feel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't feel what y'all feel.
Like, I don't, getting high is like not like amazing to me. I don't get it either.
People love this shit, and I'm like, I'll try it, bro. I hate the fact that it makes. Tell me if y'all can relate to this. When I smoke, 10 minutes feel like an hour, and that's the scariest shit ever. That is scary as fuck. And then when I'm speaking to somebody, nigga, I feel like I'm talking to myself at the same time while I'm talking to him. So I'm having another conversation in my head, paranoid about shit while I'm talking to them. So then I think I'm overly talking. And then I ask them the next day, they're like, "No, you seem cool." But then again, they could be high as fuck. Okay, we posted a snippet. We posted a snippet of Jeff talking about being a virgin. You still a virgin, right? No, I'm just kidding. We talked about him being a virgin until I met him. And that shit popped off. The snippet popped off. I wanted to talk more about that. How did you lose your virginity?
Well, like I was saying, basically you and Sean and like...
Pause. Wait. What?
What? Oh, you're not even like letting me finish the sentence.
Did you drug me?
No. What the fuck are you?
I was fucking with you.
All right, you're doing too much. That's too much. I wasn't even saying it like that. Anyway.
Pause.
So, you asked me how I...
This nigga tried to deep throat the mic earlier when I was saying no. You better shut the fuck up.
So, anyway, Lamont, Sean, all the people we were hanging out at the time, you were like kind of like not really pressuring me, but like just that's like, crazy. Damn, you're still a virgin, like that's crazy, blah blah blah. And then like I'm thinking like, damn, like hey, I'm not just gonna like magically get laid. I gotta try. So there was some girl on like my Facebook. I know you guys were talking shit on Facebook in one of the episodes. I still use that shit because I'm old. But anyway,
it's crazy.
Yeah, there's some. I'm not gonna name the person, but whatever. Yeah. So if you know me, you know who it was. But yeah, there's some girl on my Facebook, kind of just like leaving comments and shit, wanting to like meet up with me, blah blah blah. And then like she was like, it was kind of a skater girl, I guess too. So I'm like, oh well, like we have that in common. So I met up with her. She was cool. Whatever. I think after the first day of hanging out with her, I claimed her to be my girlfriend, and
that's some virgin ass shit to do.
And then I mean, yeah, we didn't even do it for like maybe a couple weeks or so. Cause she like, when I told her I was a virgin, she was tripping. She was like, "What? No way!" Or I think it was like after the fact we did it. She was like, "No way! I took your virginity. Oh my god, that's crazy." And then like at first, and I was like so scared to do. I didn't even know what to do.
I don't even want to go into detail.
But yeah, I was just
about
like,
to ask, how was it?
I mean, I'm not gonna get into detail. I was just like scared. I think everyone is pretty scared, right? The first time.
I wasn't scared.
All right, fuck you then.
I'm just saying.
All right, well, I was scared because like honestly, man, here's a funny ass story. I mean, obviously not when this happened, but like for a while during my years growing up. You're gonna laugh your ass off at this.
Fuck.
You know what I thought sex was?
What, nigga?
Before I had like sex ed in school and shit, I thought like babies were made by like a man and a woman just like rolling around on the ground and just and then magically a baby is conceived.
How did you think that was a thing?
I don't know.
Like, did your mom tell you this?
No, I just like assumed that. I just like,
so people just rolling around.
Because like in movies, that's like portrayed like that's like how sex is, and then I thought that's like really like I thought that's what all that sex was just like a man and a woman just like rolling around, and then magically a baby was like inside the woman.
I mean, technically, that's kind of what it is.
But like, that's it. Like nothing more.
Yeah.
So like,
you're so innocent, huh?
Yeah. So then eventually, I think in like middle school, I had sex education.
I'm just checking on the lighting.
And I learned that that was not the case.
Yeah.
And then, Oh, so here's a funny story. This is a good one. All right, so one of the reasons I was so scared to like do it was for the longest time. I don't even know if I should say this story. Fuck it, we're here. I should just say it. Whatever.
Say it.
I'm trying. All right. Anyway, so when I was like 11 years old, I was always the youngest kid in my group skating. So like, you know, they just got me to do stupid shit all the time just because I was a young kid. I wanted to impress the older people. So they got me to do stupid shit all the time. So like, I forget who, one guy in my group was like, hey, you should go up to that girl and pull your pants down and go, I'm a weasel.
What the fuck?
And
why?
They thought it was funny, and it was funny. It was funny. Imagine you told some kid to do that. That'd be funny as hell. Anyway, so like that was my thing. I would do that. Matt, you do that nowadays, you get charged with so much shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was like my thing for a little bit.
That was your thing?
Like I wouldn't pull my pants down completely, just like I wouldn't get naked. Like,
I'm thinking you weasel, you just dangling your shit around.
No, just like my pants, not my boxers. But then one time, see, there's this girl. I'm still friendly with this girl to this day. She was a year older than me, and like, she's pretty. Like I thought she was attractive at the time. So like, I forget who. I was with one of my homies, and he was like, "Hey, you should do that I'm a weasel thing to Felicia." That was her name. And I did it, and then I accidentally like pulled down my boxers too. And keep in mind, I'm like 12 years old at the time, haven't really hit puberty, and so like. I do it, pull my boxers down too, and she just like starts laughing at me.
That's crazy.
And then I'm like, dude, that scarred me for so long. I was like up until like, basically until I did it, whatever I was 22 or so. So 10 years of thinking like, oh man, my
little wee wee?
My thing is small.
You was 12 years old, nigga. You better get over that.
Yeah, but then eventually I learned, oh, okay, I was just a prepubescent little kid at the time, so obviously. And I'm pretty sure it's pretty cold out that day. So
is that why you get so mad when you skate?
Why?
Because you got a little wee wee?
I don't have a little wee wee.
We're not getting into. All right, pause nation plus text. Why do you get so mad when you skate?
Why do I get so?
Like you be getting fucking.
Well, there's
mad.
a couple theories to that. Well, not even theories, just reasons. But well, number one, I think it's in my genetics. Honestly, my dad had the worst temper ever. He would get so fucking mad. Like my dad would get so mad at like the littlest shit. Like, dude, when I was like 7 years old, I was playing tennis with him. And I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just like hitting the ball as hard as I can. So he like served the ball to me, and I fucking just hit it as hard as I could, no direction. And I managed to hit it straight, square in his forehead, like fucking right there. And I'm 7 years old, keep this in mind. I'm 7 years old, we're at some random tennis court, hit him in the head with the tennis ball. He just stomps off the court and like gets in the car and is about to drive away. And I'm like, I had to run I ran over to the car, and I'm like, Dad, where are you going?
Oh, that's
and then he's like, you see, you fucking dead. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. And he's like, get in the car, we're going home. And I'm like, God damn, like, he's fucking pissed. And then, I have like other stories like that.
I would say that's genetics. I would say that's trauma.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, my dad would get pissed like really easily, but I think I get mad easily because a lot of the time I get mad when I can't do tricks. It's because they're tricks that I know I can do. Yeah. Like I don't really get mad when I'm trying shit that is like new or scary for me because I'm like, all right, I've never done this. I can't really get too mad. But if I'm like warming up, I can't do some shit I do like every day. Yeah. That's when I get mad because I'm like, oh, I feel like a fucking idiot. I look like I don't know what I'm doing, even though I know how to do this trick. That's when I get really mad. And also the fact that I just care about skating a lot. And when like you can't do the thing you care about a lot, it's gonna frustrate you. Like if I didn't give a shit about skating and I was skating like shit, I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think the more you care about something, the more frustrated you get, and the happier you get too. Your emotions are just stronger the more you care about something.
I've seen you look dumb as hell being mad.
Oh, I've done so many stupid things that I regret. Like I've like ruined friendships over it. Like fucking Swank like stopped being my friend because I got mad too many times.
Oh yeah,
dude. All right, so yeah,
because you at the park
bro,
acting stupid, screaming.
Not even like one time at the Santa Clarita Park, the 7 block. I was trying to nollie flip it. And I was getting mad close. I stuck it a bunch of times. That shit's not small. That shit's big. I like needed to get juiced up to like fucking do that shit.
Juiced up,
and I
that's
was
crazy.
like, yeah, that's a weird term, whatever. But anyway, I was sticking it. I was getting mad close. And I swear to God, bro, you know the kids at that park. They're just little shits at that park. They just want to get in your way. I don't give a shit if any of them are watching this. You all are like disrespectful, ungrateful little kids. Anyway, maybe not all of you, but a lot of you. But anyway,
that's funny.
So anyway, I was sticking the trick, and then like these kids were deliberately getting in my way, so I couldn't do it. And I was like pissed, dude. I was so close I was so close to doing it, and they were just getting in the way on purpose, and I was getting pissed, dude. Like doing my whole fuck everything. I fucking hate this place. Like, and then Swank just like stopped filming me, and he's like, "Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna hang around you if you're gonna be like that." And I'm like, so whack. In my head, I'm like, that's so whack. And then I went back the very next day and landed it.
That's good.
And then somehow that clip got on TV.
What the fuck?
That clip got on TV, and
Did you get paid?
I don't.
I think no.
I think I did get paid for it, but I didn't know it was going to be on TV. Someone paid me for that clip, and then it ended up on TV, and I'm like, what the? That's crazy. It was like in a commercial or something.
How much they pay you for that clip?
It wasn't much. It was like a couple $100 or something. But
they did you dirty.
Yeah, I know. But whatever. But the thing was when that clip, and it was that Tyler dude too.
Tyler?
Yeah, the combination of them not fucking with me getting mad is like, I feel like I'm getting grounded by my parents. So anyway, sorry guys, I'm still your friends. I'm sorry I had to call you out, but I just think that's a little funny. You guys get really butthurt about me getting mad because that's just who I am and what I do.
Hey, I'm gonna vouch for them a little bit. I'll be looking at you like, nigga, I'm about to walk away if you keep screaming like a little ass girl and throwing your board.
You're not a real friend, shit. Man.
I guess not. But you gotta be all right. Let's put it to perspective.
If you were doing that, I would just be standing there laughing.
Well, it's different when I'm doing it. It's you gotta see yourself. But you can't say I'm not a real friend because I've been through all that shit with you. I've been filming all your bullshit.
Yeah.
Dumbass bullshit.
And then you also always threaten to fight me and you never do. Why not? Why you never fight me, bro? Come on.
Because I will hurt you, nigga.
Okay.
Because I will hurt you, and then I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna feel bad. And then the other side of that, if you beat my ass, I'm gonna feel even worse. Because this whole time I've been wanting to beat your ass.
Well, at least you can give two sides to the spectrum, not just assuming you're gonna beat my ass.
No, one time I came home, I was with my girl and my kid, and I have a garage parking spot, and I was like, anybody can park up in there, I don't care. But when I get back, you know what I'm saying? Got my kid in the back seat and shit. Y'all gonna have to move the car. Which everybody understood. You understood that too. But for some reason, you must have had a bad day that day, and we pulled up, and I was like, hey. Like beat a little bit, and you was like, oh, you slammed your door, you kicked the fucking door, you like looked at me like this, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna beat this nigga ass when I see him in the house. So disrespectful.
The other, I remember that one, but I have two instances I'm thinking of specifically. Number one, that one time in Sacramento when we went on a trip up there around like New Year's, and the girl I was dating at the time, she was like, I told her I'm going up to Sacramento. We went like the day after Christmas, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to Sacramento. She's like, all right, just be back by New Year's. I'm like, all right. So I told her that, and I told you guys that. I'm like, I got to be back by New Year's because we all drove in the same car. I think it was my car.
I forgot what you told me to piss me off.
But I'm getting to that point. Yeah. So I was like, all right, we were up there, and then we're having a good time, and then you guys wanted to stay past New Year's. You're like, oh, we're having a good time. Let's just stay up here. I'm like, nah, I told you guys I gotta go. I gotta be home by New Year's. And you said like, oh, don't let that girl whip you, or like you said something like that. And then I was just like, I don't know. I forget what I said, but I was just pissed. I'm like, I don't know what set you off, but like something got you really mad that I wanted to leave. And then
You said something to me.
I said something. I forget what exactly, but that like set you off, and you were like, "Oh, I could beat your ass right now." And then
What I look like beating up Jeff? That's not cool.
And then the other time
You're a
was
twig.
at that 14 stair. We were trying to film like a TikTok video for you.
Oh, that you was just okay. You were disrespectful. We could go there, but you was disrespectful at that 14 stair. You was blaming it on us because you couldn't land a trick. And we went out our way to help film you, and then you was getting mad.
I was getting mad because it seemed like you were rushing me to do it.
No, I wasn't. I was hyping you up.
Okay,
And
well,
then
I
you
took
said
it differently then.
Yeah, you said some shit, and I just snapped. I was like,
I think the main issue
I
here
left and took an Uber
is
because
a
it was
lack
really
of
bad.
there's a lack of communication.
No, I think the issue here is that's why we friends. We both get mad easily.
True. Good point. Yeah. At least neither of us fake our emotions.
Fuck no. I'm not like these other niggas. That's why people loving this fucking podcast. All right, speaking of that, if we're not speaking of that, speaking of you being a twig and skinny, why do you wear skinny jeans?
That's just, I mean, I grew up in the era of like when skinny jeans were like cool, you know, like Corey Duffel, fucking those type of people. That was what was cool back then. I thought that was sick. Like I like that style of clothing, and it's like kind of fits, you know, like the type of music I like too. Most musicians I like wear those type of clothes. And then I don't know, I mean, most people don't know my age. I'm like 32. I look at anyone over the age of 30 wearing big baggy jeans, I can't take them seriously. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, no. It's fucked up because it used to be the opposite. That's why.
What?
It's kind of weird too. People can't take niggas who are older wearing skinny jeans. I wouldn't say over 30 though.
I'm just saying, I guess it depends who you are, but that's just the style of clothing I like. I feel like I would look silly wearing big baggy clothes. It's just not for me. I mean, that's just what I like, and I don't know if people don't like that, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm like, why y'all watching his pants like that? Like this nigga be him type shit. What are some of the biggest sponsors that's hooked you up?
I mean, I've had a few. Like, Plan B. That was the first one. That was probably like the biggest board company. Nike. That was through P-Rod too. Nike hooked me up for a while.
Fire.
Almost. That was like when I moved out here. That was like the first board company that hooked me up. Almost sent me boards for a little bit.
Used to love Almost.
Which is so funny. You know what's funny? So I got Almost boards through James Craig, right? Mm-hmm. And then I heard him on a not really a podcast. It was like a little web interview type thing. And someone asked him like, "Who do you think has the wackest style?" And he said me.
For real?
Yeah, and he's the guy fucking sending me boards for a couple of years.
Niggas is so contradicting.
Right? I'm like, dude, why are you sending me boards if you don't even like my skating?
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't think he liked my skating either. I try to get on a lot of shit.
Whatever, who cares? Anyway, so yeah, Almost. And then, I mean, I rode for like a bunch of like smaller company, like Ronnie's company, but that's still cool because Ronnie's a legend, you know. At Zero, they hooked me up with boards for a while, and they still do every now and then when I need boards. So they're, I got a lot of respect for those dudes over there. They've like shown me probably the most love out of any big skate brand. So props to them. And then I've had like a bunch of not random, but I've had a lot of different shoe brand hookups. Fucking.
Wasn't you on Red Bull? Or you was getting free Red Bull?
I wasn't on. They were just like flowing me stuff.
Okay. That's a crazy thing to get.
Yeah, it's cool as hell.
Yeah, I'll be drinking those every fucking day. I wish I was there. Yeah, I wish I was there. Did you tell me about the Arizona contest?
I did. I invited you to go with me. And I invited G-Mac to go too, sitting over there.
Yeah, we messed out, my nigga.
I knew it was going to be lit, but no one wanted to. I invited so many people to go with me, and no one wanted to go.
Tell me about that.
No one had faith in me.
That's what it was?
No one had faith in this contest being cool. And you know what? To their discredit, I don't want... All right, whatever. I'm not going to say shit, but whatever. What were you going to say?
Yeah, so what the fuck? You won that shit. How the fuck did you... Tell me how that went down.
Okay, so probably like a month or two before that contest happened, I have a friend out in Tucson, Arizona, who told me about this contest. He's like, hey, there's going to be like a best trick thing on the 15 stair in Tucson, and Gary Rogers is hosting it. And I'm like, oh, damn, that's crazy, because I've been to that set and it's pretty gnarly. And I'm like, if Gary Rogers is hosting it, like, you know, it's pretty legit. He's like, works for Thrasher and shit. So I was like, I looked, there was like $2,000 prize if you win. Yeah. And I'm like, okay. I thought about it. I'm like, okay, so if my friend didn't tell me about this contest, I would have never heard about this. And that probably means not a whole lot of people are going to show up, like not a lot of pros. And I know if there's like a couple grand on the line, I could do a trick down that. So I'm like, I think if I just show up and do anything, I might be able to win. So, and in my head, it wasn't even really about the money. I was like, if I can get any trick on that set, even if I don't win, that'll be so cool, because it's a legendary spot. I always wanted to get a trick there. And I'm like...
You never skated it before?
I know I had.
Oh, yeah?
I ollied it. Actually, G-Mac was there. I ollied
it. Is it big?
Yeah, I ollied it like a couple years prior to that, and back then it seemed like super huge to me, and
pause.
I mean, yeah, pause. It still is a big set, but like it was a little more mellow this time. But yeah, I just, you know, I had that in my head. I'm like, all right, well, you know, most of the time I'm trying tricks, money isn't on the line, but now there is, so I have more of an incentive to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I showed up, and keep in mind, actually, I like messed my hip up super bad 2 days before this. So I went there with like, I don't know if you know what this is, a lidocaine patch. It like numbs the pain on whatever part of your body's hurting.
That's so crazy.
I put a lidocaine. Yeah, I put a lidocaine patch on my hip the day of the contest, because I woke up that morning, I still felt messed up. I was like doing all these stretches that morning, like, oh God, I hope this works out. I'm like, whatever I do, I can't fall on my hip. I can't fall on my fucking hip. So I put that patch on. I drive like, I drove halfway the night before. I like stayed somewhere like halfway, and then I drove another 3 hours that day. Showed up. I was just like skating flat, whatever. I felt pretty good. I showed up to the set. I just remember being nervous as hell, dude. There were so many people, so many more people than I expected, but just like people, not like pros. Mm. Not a lot of people were skating the set, but there's a big crowd, and that shit, like I get nervous in front of big crowds like that. So like,
that shit hypes me up.
It did after a while.
Yeah,
after I warmed up, like after I like ollied the set, I was like, all right, I'm good. Yeah. So like, it took me a minute just to like get the jello legs away and just go for an ollie down the set. But once I did that, I was feeling it. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I got this shit. I could do something here. And then, yeah, not really anyone was skating it. So that was like, in my head, I'm like, all I got to do is land this trick and I'm going to win this money. So yeah, that was like.
And then you landed it.
And then it happened. And
nobody else landed shit.
Not really. I think someone 180'd it, and that was cool.
That sounds boring. You ain't where held it?
Yeah. But everyone, we can segue into this. Many people want to call it a pressure flip, including Jordan Maxham, who, dude, it was so funny, man.
Wait, what happened with that?
So, I guess there was this big dispute on whether I did an inward heel or a pressure flip, and like, I mean, yeah, whatever. You can call it what it is, but I don't even know how to do a pressure flip. Just the way I do them, it looks like it. And I mean, literally Day One Song commented on the video, he commented on a video a week or two after that. He's like, or I commented on one of Day One's videos saying something to him, and he's like, oh yeah, you're killing it, Jeff. Congrats on the inward heel win. And I'm like, all right, if Day One Song is like confirming my
it's
inward...
not a pressure flip, bro. Niggas need to get off your dick.
Yeah, so it's like, if Day One Song is confirming I inward heeled the set, like, I'm pretty sure I did. So anyway, whatever. It looks... And then, anyway, so out of nowhere... Like, I never talked to Jordan Maxam, and he only had my number because I was going to, like, do an iDabble thing with him, and it never worked out.
Yeah.
He texted me, like, a week or two after the contest, just sending me hella screenshots and, like, of, like, why my trick wasn't an inward heel and, like, showing me demonstrations of what an inward heel is. And he's like, do you really think this is not a pressure flip? And I'm like, yeah, I know it's not. And then he just started talking all this shit, and then I don't know, I just didn't answer him. He kept going on and on and on. It was funny, and then I'm like, all right, whatever. You really care that much?
Why the fuck are you worried about this nigga so damn much? First of all, if it was a pressure flip, that's even harder, I would say. Pressure flipping off a fucking 15 stair. What the fuck? Jordan Maxam, mind your own business, go to sleep. That was a good inward heel flip. What other trick you think you could have done doubted?
I did try to triple flip it a few times after that, but I was like, I'm not even gonna lie. Here's the thing, actually. So the first inward heel I stuck on the set, I stuck it maybe 2 times before I rolled away. The first one I stuck, I got so scared because my front foot was slightly off the board, like half my heel was in the ground and my other half was on the board. And I was like, when I was in the air, I knew that was going to happen. And I was so sure I was going to get a heel bruise. Damn. But I didn't. But I did fuck my foot up a little. Like, the arch of my foot got so fucked from that. Like I got the sharpest pain in the arch of my foot just because the arch of my foot landed on the side of my board.
Triple flip is crazy.
But anyway... So, no, I didn't even get to the triple flip part. I'm still talking about the inward heel.
My bad.
I'm still talking about the inward heel. I stuck the inward heel.
We shouldn't have took that shot earlier.
I stuck the inward heel. I messed the arch of my foot up, but I had enough adrenaline going to be like, all right, whatever, I can muscle through this. And then I landed it, luckily, a few tries later. And then after I landed it, all that pain just kicked in. And I started trying the triple flip just off hype because I'm like, oh man, that wasn't that bad. I bet I could get another trick if I wanted to. And then I'm like, at that point, it had seemed like I had already like solidified winning. So I'm like, all right, I'm not going to just kill myself for no reason. I already got the $2,000. So like, I tried the triple flip a few times and I felt like I could have done it if it really mattered.
What if they said another $2,000 on top of that if you landed?
I probably would have really like tried to go for it.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm good. My foot's fucked. I need to stop.
Yeah. Speaking of money, and my bad, y'all, if the exposure of the cameras go up and down. We at my house, and for some fucking reason, the sun is bipolar right now. But that being said, let's get back to talking about money and skateboarding. It's always been this thing where I feel like skateboarders don't get a good residual on their board sales. How much were you making off your board sales?
Well, which one? My boards right now or the first?
What was the worst amount? Just explain it. Go through it.
I mean, when I got $1 per board.
You was getting $1 per sale?
Yeah.
And it was your board?
Yeah.
I heard, remember a long time ago, it was a big thing. I think that's why Furby left Death Wish.
Yeah, you got like a check for like 50 cents or something.
Damn.
Or two, I don't know. Maybe $2 or something.
It's respectful, nigga.
Maybe like it was $2 actually. I don't know.
Just cash at me that at that point. Just don't send me that shit at that point. But wasn't he only getting what? What was he getting per board?
I don't know. I mean, most pros only make $1 or $2 per board, but you got to think like how many. They might be in Zoomies and shit. They're selling a lot of boards.
It doesn't fucking matter.
But the board company I was on, they were not in Zoomies. I was not selling that many boards.
I don't care if it's in Zoomies or not. Like, why the fuck?
But hey, to to give them credit though, they definitely gave me more money than I earned.
Oh, okay.
Because I only sold a certain amount of boards, and I didn't sell all of them, but they paid me the max amount as if I had sold all of them.
Okay, that's
so
cool.
I'll give them credit for that.
They some real niggas for that. But the fact that pro skaters get that little bit of money each board sale is fucking crazy to me. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. I mean, the only reason they're buying, I mean, maybe not if it's like a very well-known brand and they're known for like having good wood or something like that. Like, and it's the board is in your size. Maybe that's another reason they'd buy it besides your name. For the most part, if you buy someone's pro model, it's like most likely because you like the pro.
Yeah. That.
So it's like the majority of the reason you're buying the board is the person with their name on it, which means the majority of the sale should go to them. And I get like, you know, the shop or whatever has to make a profit too. But I think the majority of whatever that sale is, I don't know how much the sale in total is after the shop makes some money, but I know damn well it's not only $1 that the company makes. So I think
know exactly how much they making.
Yeah, I think the majority of that sale should go to the pro skater.
Yeah. Nah, because you guys won. You guys are one of the reasons why the team is getting attention.
Especially if it's a brand no one knows about.
Yeah, you're bringing names to it, and people like you, bring your fans over. I get it, you know what I mean? They got to make the boards, they got to send it out, but $1 is crazy. $4 is crazy. Like, I don't understand that. I don't fucking agree with it. Skateboarding need to get their fucking shit correct. What's up with you and Jason Park?
I mean, we had a little bit of beef for a little bit, but we cleared it up some years ago. Basically, to my understanding, I guess, have you ever heard of the slap message boards?
I remember that.
It's like a big internet forum where, you know, there's tons of topics on everything in skating. I'm surprised this hasn't been on there yet, but
they still do it.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I guess there was some topic talking about Nigel on there. Mm-hmm. And then people on that forum knew I had filmed with him. They were like, oh, what's it like filming with him? Because we've heard weird stories. And I told the straight up truth. I'm like, yeah, you know, he's a cool dude. Sometimes, like, you know, he can like be a little mean, push you too hard to do tricks and get over it. And sometimes he'll pay you to do tricks. And I think that's the extent of what I said. I was just being honest. I didn't say anything outrageous, nothing not true. And I don't really think I said anything that bad. But apparently, shortly after that, I saw Nigel at a park one day, and he was just acting way different towards me. Like, he wouldn't even say hi to me. And I was like, I went up to him, I said hi, whatever. And instantly, he's like, hey, Jeff, hey, were you talking shit about me on the slap forums? And I'm like, no. And he's like, well, Jason Park told me differently. And I'm like, what the fuck?
At least he confronted you and asked about it.
Yeah, at least he was honest. Yeah. But I'm like, okay, so Jason Park dimed me out. Okay, that's cool.
That's
and then apparently, like, Dan Corrigan did a video with me a few years ago, and Dan was telling me that Jason wanted him to make me look bad on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. He had some hate towards me.
That's crazy to me. I played video games with Jason Park one time. He seemed like the nicest guy, but
doesn't like me like I said, I guess, you know, we cleared that up slightly years ago. That's cool. But for some reason, he didn't like me for a while.
That's cool. It'd be cool to get him on the show too and speak on it. But that's crazy.
I have nothing bad to say about his skating though, dude. I mean, anything at all. Like, I don't have anything against him. I'm just saying, like, he just told Nigel I was talking shit, even though I don't even think I said anything that bad.
All right, so going back to damn, my voice. So going back to dating in Cali, I asked you that in the last interview, which y'all should check it out. Who's the worst girl you dated? Like, explain that.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the. There's so many different levels to who's the worst and how they're the worst, but this one girl, basically like she definitely used the shit out of me.
Do I know her?
You know her for sure.
It's oh girl.
It's toilet paper girl.
It's toilet paper girl.
Toilet paper girl.
Not toilet paper girl.
Okay.
That sounds weird as fuck to y'all. I bet.
Yeah, that probably sounds so strange. You're like, what the hell's going on? Anyway, maybe we'll get it. We should get into that. That'll add to her character of why she might be the worst. So anyway, for those of you who don't know, like I went to school in Florida for 4 years. I met some people down there. Met this girl who skated, and whatever. We became friends. Cool, whatever. Didn't really think much of it. I was home one summer, at my parents'. She was at Woodward camp, and she hit me up to hang out. We hung out, and then we got kind of close. And I guess she had just broken up with her boyfriend she'd been with for like 7 or 8 years or something like that. And then we started going out, and she was up at Woodward, up near my parents, and she was supposed to go back to Florida. But she like extended her visit just to like stay with me, and it seemed like she really liked me. And then she's like, "Oh, I want to keep this going. Like, I'd love to move out to California with you." And my stupid dumbass lover boy head, I'm thinking like, "Wow, she really loves me. She wants to like move out and be with me." So I'm like, "Oh yeah, that'd be great." And then she was saying like, this was in the summertime. She's like, "Yeah, maybe by like New Year's I can get the money to go do that."
Yeah.
And then like a month later, she's like, "Hey, I'm just gonna sell my car and move out with you." Yeah. And I'm like, "Whoa, that's fucking crazy." Okay. So she moved out here, and then almost instantly she got off the plane and was like a completely different person than the person I was hanging out with those couple of weeks. And I'm like, oh shit, this is weird. And then, she was she's at Woodward. She's a skater girl trying to make her way in the skate industry or whatever. So she comes out, California, lives with me and you. So you got to know her too. And she it did not seem like she liked me at all after that. Like, it really just seemed like she was using me to like find a way to get to California and make connections with people out here. And obviously we didn't last very long. Like, we went out for like maybe 6 months. I don't know. The reason, like, I knew something was up. I know this is kind of whack on my part, but I knew something was up. So like one night we were just sleeping. I went through her DMs. I saw her ex was like talking to her, sending her pictures and shit. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, she's still talking to her ex. What the fuck?
Red flag.
Yeah. So then basically after that, it was all downhill. I think broke up with her shortly after that. And then after we broke up, her ex moves out here.
Trifling.
So her ex skated too. So it's like,
trifling.
I don't know if it's a coincidence or like whatever, but in my head, it's like she used me to get out here and get like her and her boyfriend try to get
this shit just died. Oh, keep talking though. Keep talking. We go scoot. I'm gonna scoot in.
To pause. To get up in the industry or something, but whatever. They don't live out here anymore. They both moved back to Florida. It didn't work out. So anyway.
That's a good story. All right, y'all. We was gonna end this podcast anyway. We got more questions to ask. We did write a lot. My camera just died on that side, bro. I've been working my fucking ass off in these podcasts. So go with the process, y'all. I'm learning how to do this shit, and be patient with me. But I know you guys enjoy it, and I'm gonna keep dropping these motherfuckers consistently. And we gonna have Jeff back on this bitch, and we gonna go stupid, because I want to ask this nigga some more. But about the toilet paper part with the toilet paper girl.
I love how you have to tell this part of the story.
We have to say this real quick. She wasn't even fucking paying her rent, right?
No.
She wasn't even paying her side of the rent, which was being fucking nice. Like, go ahead, stay in this damn garage with us and shit. We struggling. Obviously, we all trying to fucking get some money.
The fucked up part was we were all trying to get a job somewhere, and she was the one
that got the job.
Got it out of all. She had the more money than us at
Active Skate Shop, and they didn't hire us. We the damn skateboarders that really know about this shit. Anyways, Active, you weird. Nah, shout out Active. They really supported me in the past, but that Active was weird. But no, so she got the job. We don't got the job. We trying to figure it out, right? and we took her to that job interview. We don't got no toilet paper. And I'm like, hey, y'all, we got a piece up for toilet paper. They was gone. And I'm like, I have a feeling she just hiding toilet paper in this fucking bathroom somewhere. So I looked through a drawer. It was supposed to be her drawer, which I shouldn't have did, but fuck it, I did it. And she had toilet paper in that bitch, hiding it for herself. She was hiding toilet paper for herself.
See, that's like the thing with her phone too. She's just a sneaky girl. Like, I knew something was up, and I went through her DMs, and she was talking to her ex.
Yes,
it's like the same thing.
Never trust a girl that hide toilet paper. 111. I'll talk to you guys in the next podcast. Subscribe.
Jeff Dechesare. I don't know.